All right. Hello, hello. Good evening, you guys. Thank you for hopping on and joining us. We're so excited to have you here to just share what we are so incredibly passionate about and what has quite literally changed our lives. I know it's changed mine, and I know it has changed Christina's life. And Christina and I work very closely together, and we love this part of our business because we feel like this is honestly the most exciting part of our business. We absolutely love helping people get in shape, but it's really tremendous to help people change their life in more than just the physical sense, but also the financial sense, the freedom. It's incredible, and it's done it for us. And so we're excited to pay that forward. So my name is Jamie Carlson. We have Christina Garcia on with us tonight. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We do have a presentation for you guys. Let me get that going. And thumbs up, we can see this? Yes? Good? Okay. So we are Beachbody coaches, and we both have different stories, obviously. So I'm going to kind of kick off with telling you a little bit about myself and my story, and then I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Christina. As you can see, this is our physical transformation that we've accomplished using Beachbody programs, nutrition, and supplements. And obviously this speaks for itself. I feel like I don't ever really need to talk about this much because the results are in the pictures, but I will give you just a little bit of background. My story tends to be a little bit different because I actually did not lose a ton of weight with Beachbody when I found Beachbody. I was a full-time high school English teacher, and I had actually gone on this journey of losing almost 50 pounds all on my own, but I did it in an extremely unhealthy manner. And so basically that led me to completely spiraling out of control with food again. And I was quickly packing this weight back on because I was depriving myself to the extreme. And when I say to the extreme, I'm talking like if I ate a banana, that was a meal. I counted that as lunch. And so obviously that is not something that is sustainable. And it put me in a really bad place emotionally and mentally, because I had quite literally been starving myself to get skinny. And at that point, that really was what it was about. It honestly wasn't about being healthy. It was about being skinny, which I know is a huge societal issue for us. And so I was spiraling out of control, and I was quickly packing this weight back on, and kind of honestly in a panic, I reached out to a coworker of mine who taught with me because I had been watching her share her journey, which was not a quick fix, starve yourself diet. And I had watched her lose 65 pounds. But honestly, what caught my attention was not so much the physical transformation. It was what was literally just glowing from within her. And I watched her and I just kept thinking, my God, what is this that she's doing? Because she seems so happy, because I was not happy. I was skinny and miserable. And I reached out to her and I said, I don't know what it is that you're doing, but like, hook me up. Just whatever it is, sign me up, whatever I got to do. So kind of funny because I just dove in head first. I had no idea what I was signing up for. I didn't even know what flavor Shakeology I ordered, nothing. But I did just that. I dove in head first, and I dove into the community. I dove into the programs, the nutrition, the supplements. I mean, I went all in on this, and I got incredible results. I literally got results that I never even thought were possible. And so kind of simultaneously, as I was getting my groove back with Beachbody, I felt incredible. And I had a ton of people coming to me and asking me, what are you doing? What are you doing? Coworkers and on Facebook. I was just sending them all to my coach. I'm like, here you go, help all these people. And finally she's like, girl, how about you help all these people? And I was like, what? And so actually she invited me to a call very much like this. Coach Sneak Peek had no freaking clue what I was gonna sit in on and listen to. But gosh, I'm so glad I did, because what I quite literally experienced was just this outpouring of love and a community that were just regular moms just like me who found themselves through the coaching opportunity. And I just thought, okay, well, I don't really want to build a business because I was a full-time high school English teacher. But I really wanted this community. That was something that was lacking for me. And what a blessing that ended up being, because just a few short months later, I really hit a low in my teaching career and pretty much hit my burnout period. And I absolutely know it was God's divine intervention that he brought coaching to me at the time that he did, because that then kind of gave me this new outlook and new path to follow where I could, in fact, build an income and build a business, but get some time freedom with that, which I did not have with teaching, obviously. So that is my story in a nutshell. I have been a coach for about 4 years now. I can happily say that I do not teach high school English anymore. I work my coaching business full time. I have 3 kids and I'm married to my incredible husband. We also run a mental health practice. He is a marriage and family therapist. So we have our hands full, but we have absolutely created a life that we love and that allows us more flexibility than we ever thought possible. And so I'm always so passionate about sharing this, because I don't think people understand what is out there and what is possible and what kind of life you can live if you're just willing to take a chance on the unconventional. And so that's really what we're here to share with you tonight. Let me see what we have next. I think, is this you or me? Me? Okay. So here's the exciting thing. There are so many new things happening with Beachbody. And I always kind of laugh when I say this, because I'm like, Beachbody always has new and exciting things happening. And that is actually one of the things that I look for. And I really got excited about when I was thinking about really digging in and building a business with this company. We are partnered with them. We don't work for them. We are independent Beachbody coaches. But we absolutely are obviously sharing our passion and our love for all that Beachbody has to offer, because it's quite literally changed our lives. And so they just last year went on to the stock exchange. They are a publicly traded company now. That's really exciting. We have Beachbody Nutrition Plus, which I have to tell you has been an absolute game changer. And I'm going to tell you right now, nutrition is a huge part of your physical health and results. And so Beachbody has really made this shift to really put some good emphasis and focus on nutrition. Anything and everything, you guys, that you could possibly want for nutrition, Beachbody has it. And I think that's so great. Every tool you could possibly need is there. We have a brand new program coming out called the 4-week gut protocol, which I am very excited about. And I know Christina's super excited about, as one of the things we've found in the world of nutrition is that sometimes people can be eating healthy, but still aren't feeling their best. And that actually happened to Autumn, who is one of our top trainers. And what she discovered is it's so important to understand what foods we have sensitivities to and kind of start making a process of elimination according to that. And so she has now created a program that will be launching very soon, actually. So this is an incredible time to jump in. That is actually going to help you figure out what foods work for your body and which foods are working against your body. And that's really exciting, you guys. That is a game changer for so many people. And then we have Body Interactive. And I'm going to be really honest, I have not dove very far into Body Interactive. These are live interactive classes that you can do. So if you're not a big fan of the very structured, set time frame programs, this is something that is really serving those who that doesn't really work well for. I know Christina has absolutely loved her body classes. We now have the mix bike. You guys, we have a spin bike and there are spin classes on there, and it's just really fun. They're live and they're interactive, and they even pull you up on the screen. It really gives you that sense of being in a live class, how we used to go to in the gym, now virtually, which is really serving a lot of people because obviously life has changed for us. So those are all of our big new things that have taken place lately that we're very excited about, some that are up and coming. And I am going to go ahead and hand it over to Christina.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for being here tonight. So I'm going to talk to you about who coaches are, what we do, and a little bit of my story and how it kind of aligns with that. So I think that the misconception is that if you are a coach, you're the professional, you're the expert, you're coming up with meal plans or workout programs. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I talk to, and that's what they think I do. And it's, not that you can't be an expert and do this business. However, anybody can really be a coach. I myself have a background in cosmetology. I was a hairstylist for years, and I taught cosmetology at the Aveda Institute, and I was lead of education. So I was not familiar with the fitness world. I was a cheerleader in high school, but that's pretty much it. I spent years out of shape. Once I met my husband, I got happy and I gained weight, and I spent a good 10 years overweight, unhappy, but honestly, really just focusing on my business, or not my business, my career, as an educator, working my way up in the corporate world of hair. And basically, I got to a point where I wasn't really hanging out with people. I was making up excuses when I needed to go out. My husband couldn't get me on a date night. Like, I was just like uncomfortable and not the person I was when I was growing up. So time passed, and I was so distracted with work, but we got pregnant and I had my first son, and everything changed. I was like, who am I? Where am I? What am I doing here? My priorities changed. I had now my first baby. I wanted to be with him, but I had to go back to work. And although your kids are your first priority, I had to also make my job a priority. And it was very confusing. And I kind of went through a little bit of a shift where I really didn't know like what I was supposed to do anymore. And I lost my passion for what I was doing. And I just wanted to be home with my son. So after about a year of him being very sick in daycare, we decided to work towards me staying home. So in the process of doing that, I got pregnant again. And after, all the experience of being a first-time mom and working, I was like, I can't do this. So I had my dream of staying home with my now almost 2 kids. I was pregnant, and I was like, wow, this is not what I expected it to be. I was very overwhelmed, and I didn't know why. So fast forward a little bit of time. While I was pregnant, not only was I realizing that being home wasn't really doing a whole lot for me, but unfortunately, my husband got into a really bad accident, and he broke his neck. Luckily, he did not have to have surgery. He did not become paralyzed, but he did have to wear a neck brace to ensure that his, it wouldn't get worse and he wouldn't end up paralyzed. So it was a very stressful ending to my pregnancy. I was a mess. I was extremely worried about money. We were on a one-person income now. Thankfully, he was teaching, and he was teaching special effects makeup at a school, so he was still able to go to work, but I was a hot mess. So towards the end of my pregnancy, I wasn't sleeping because I was so stressed, and I had this one night where it was like an epiphany. Like I was just like thinking, and I'm like, I'm here freaking out. I'm so unhappy. And we literally got a second chance at life. I got a second chance having my husband around for my kids, and he had a second chance at life. So we decided, or I'm sorry, I decided that night, I was like, I have to make a change. I've been living all these years kind of like going through the motions, unhappy, and like, why? For such silly reasons, things that I can take care of on my own. So I decided when I have this baby, and I was like a few weeks out, I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to become more confident, and I'm going to live my life. I'm going to stop letting this little thing that I can actually control me. So that's what I did. I had the baby. I started eating healthy. As soon as I got the okay from my doctor, I started working out. I bought an elliptical for the house, and I would sit on that thing for an hour and sweat like crazy and eat the foods that I knew were healthy. I was really looking into lifelong changes. So I was really looking into the different foods and what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat. So I was doing it for the right reasons. And I lost a good 10 pounds. I was feeling really good, but of course, like I really know what I was doing. So I plateaued. And at the time, I was following a lot of like social media influencers that were giving me inspiration to keep going. And one of them happened to be one of my past students, and she was posting her workouts. And I thought, well, how cool. So I looked forward to seeing her every day. She was super motivating. And I ran into her at a salon while getting my hair done. And I'm like, hey, I have been watching your videos. Mind you, I was like creeping from the side, like just kind of like watching her online, not messaging her, but totally being inspired by her. I didn't know what Beachbody was for the most part. I had heard about certain programs in the past, but I did not know that they were affiliated. So we talked, and that was it. She didn't invite me. It was very like casual. So it left me thinking, and I kept watching her. And at the time I was making my own like at-home protein shakes, using ingredients that I knew had protein in them. And I was like, I'm really thinking about trying one of these shakes that are out there that have nutrients in them. Like I didn't want just a protein shake. I wanted something that would like give me vitamins and stuff like that. So I looked at some other companies, as well as I looked up Beachbody and Shakeology. And so I reached out to her and I told her, listen, like I've been watching you, you inspire me. I really want to try this shake. So she offered me, sure, I can send you the cart for the shake, but let me, offer you the total solution package. So Jamie talked a little bit about it, of how much we have to offer. It's not just workouts, it's nutrition, it's amazing supplements. We have detoxes, we have really everything you can think of. And she let me know like, hey, in a package, you will actually get not only a month's worth of our shake, but you'll also get our workouts for a year. You'll get our nutrition programs. And I really think that it's something you might want to think about. And I was like, honestly, like I'm working out at home, like I already know what to eat. I just really want to try this shake. And she told me, well, that's fine, but I'll tell you, it's only like $25 more and you get all this stuff. And I'm all about a deal. So I was like, okay, let's do that. So since I made the investment, I was open to trying the nutrition plan. So I started doing that. She helped me out a lot, and she invited me to a challenge group to do a program called Lift 4. It was a lifting program. And those were actually the results that attracted me to her to begin with. I was seeing her results in her workouts, and it got rid of all her arm fat, all her back fat. And that was a huge problem area for me. Like I was losing weight, but I was almost like just becoming a smaller version of myself because I wasn't targeting the right areas and I didn't know what to do. And I couldn't go to a gym. I couldn't hire a personal trainer on a one income family. And I just was like, let me try it, so I did. And the results were insane. I lost about 14 pounds, more or less, my first round. And I did it with the nutrition plan, the workout program, and Shakeology. That's all I started with. And I just felt so good. People were noticing. So coaching didn't come as a decision for me. It kind of just ended up happening by accident. Because as I was getting results, people were asking me like, hey, what are you doing? You look amazing. Like you need to let me in on this. So slowly but surely, friends and family members and people I used to work with and past students would like contact me and they're like, what are you doing? I need to join you. And that's how my business started. So when I tell you anybody can be a coach, anybody can be a coach. But here's the key. You do need to want to make a lifestyle change. You do need to care about your health. This isn't a quick fix. This is a system that works, that professionals have put together for us, experts. And if you just do what you're supposed to do, you'll get the results. But you have to have that right mindset. So another thing that a coach is somebody that ditches the yeah buts, like doesn't let their fear or any kind of mindset that this isn't for them, or worrying what other people think, or worrying about making an income by helping people. Another one is it doesn't matter if you're at your goal weight or not. Like a lot of people think like, oh, well, I'm not at my goal weight, I haven't had a transformation. No, that's just your mind playing tricks on you. This is a situation where people are going to want to watch your journey, and it can happen naturally, or you can go into it with that intention of getting results and showing people what's possible and sharing it with them. And honestly, anybody that wants to create an additional income or a main income, that is completely up to you. So you can go ahead and switch to the next one. So what do we do as coaches? So it starts with you. For me, it happened naturally, right? I was getting results. I was proof the product works. And I was sharing my journey for accountability on social media. Like I'd post like a post sweaty selfie. Like I didn't get all fancy with videos and reels and all this stuff at the beginning. Like I showed people my Energize in a boomerang because I was excited for the workout, and that got me excited to share my journey every day. So it starts with you, and little by little, you inspire other people to join you, just like what happened to me. A lot of the time, it's your best friend, it's a family member, it's your cousin, it's your coworker, the people that see you every day and also want to change, that you are inspiring. And another thing we do is we create an environment where people can thrive, whether it's our challengers in a challenge group. We're creating positive environments. We're cheering them on. We're bringing them in. We're creating a bigger community than we already have. And, or creating an environment to thrive for other coaches that join our team and want to build this business as well, with trainings and mindset work and things like that. And I think that this is a very important part. If you want to be a coach, you have to have that service, like that sense of service. Like you want to serve people, you want to help people, because this is a selfless job. Like our job truly starts when someone decides to join us, because it's our job to keep them motivated. It's our job to show them what we've learned, where to look for it, and to be in our environment, our community that we build. The really cool thing about Beachbody, Jamie was sharing a little bit about Beachbody On Demand, which we've had for a while, right? It's an entire library with over 1,500 workouts, and they're all in programs. Like they're designed for specific results. It's like you had a personal trainer. But we also have our live workouts. We also have cycling now. We have the ability to sell the Mix2 bike. Like that is such an opportunity for us. And it's all about guiding people to what's going to be best for them. So and it's about getting to know them. Like what, if you went to the gym, like where would you go? And if they tell you, I would go to that class, and whatever class is going on live in the back, then maybe our live workouts is something that they would be interested. If they were doing spinning classes at the gym, then hey, guess what? We have the bike now. We have amazing cycle classes. I did one today that was just like amazing. So we have something for everybody, and it's just our job to find what's going to be a sustainable solution for someone else, by continuing to be the example, but also guiding them where we feel they should go. Another thing is, when do we work our business? So for me, for instance, I'm a stay-at-home mom, aside from being a Beachbody coach, right? So I work my business in different ways. Like, part of our job is doing our workouts. So when my kids are at either a preschool or school, I'll do my workout. Sometimes I'll do it with them right here with me. I have the best videos of them working out with me and seeing their mom do something that's good for her. And they are aware that exercise is important. So that's when I do my workouts. I post on my social media, like if it's my diary. So I kind of work in little pockets of time, and I connect with people online. I mean, we all pretty much do that on a regular basis. We just don't get paid for it. So it's my job to just make friends on social media. So that's something that I was already doing. And now, as I've been growing my business, sometimes I wake up a little bit earlier to get a little bit of extra work done. Or if it's something where I really need to focus, I might wait till my kids go back to sleep. But it really depends on you. We have girls on our team that work full-time jobs. We have teachers, lawyers. We have personal trainers that actually do this as well. A little bit of everything, nurses, a lot of stay-at-home moms. So many careers that women are able to do this as a side hustle, I guess you could say, or a side business while they're doing their main job. So it's not for someone that wants something full time, but it's not necessarily for someone that doesn't, you know what I mean? So you can make it work for you, and you work this business whenever, anywhere. Our team, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. How much you work, how much time you set aside really depends on you. If you want to build $1 million business, you're going to work like $1 million earner. If you want it to be a side hustle, you can treat it like a side hustle and fit it in when you want. When I started, it was pure passion, right? So I did it here and there, whenever, whatever. But the last year and a half, I've been trying to grow a team, and I'm really trying to grow my business. So I have been setting aside more time for my work so that I can see this grow. And as I grow, I'm sure that the responsibilities will get more and more. But again, I'm in the driver's seat. I make that decision. Our team provides resources and training for you. Beachbody has amazing training within the company that they provide. But our team, we're part of a top 10 team. Our team hit number 9 in the entire network this past year. So we have some amazing training resources. We have groups that we set up to help you increase in rank so that you can increase your income. We have all types of training, from sales to how to work Instagram and where Instagram is going, to new product launches, mindset work, honestly, everything. And it's really helped me grow as a person, because I never expected that being a coach would involve me growing so much and having to learn so much and getting to know people a little bit better. So it's been really, really great. I'm going. And honestly, we can work from anywhere as long as we have internet. If you have your phone, if you have a tablet, if you have a computer, you can work your business. So a lot of the times, like I said, I'm working throughout the day. It's from my phone as I'm picking up the kids from school, dropping them off at therapy, or taking them to Cub Scouts, or maybe we're at a doctor's appointment and I'm fitting in little pieces of time, or maybe it's late night at my house and I'm in my pajamas doing my job. You know, I was actually going to wear pajama pants on the bottom and have this shirt on the top. I didn't. I put leggings on. I got fancy with my leggings, but you know, like, you can literally work at home from your bed if you feel like it. So that is super convenient for whoever, whether you're home like me or you're working your full-time job, you can fit this in. So Jamie's going to go into a little bit about how we earn an income, because again, there's different levels. This is work as much as you want to see your business grow. So she's going to go into that a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and mute myself.
Okay. This is my favorite part. Only because, let's be honest, we all love money. We know we do. And it literally is a necessity, right? We have to have money in order for life to move on. So I feel like this is the one area where people are always like, oh, I don't want to talk about the money. And I'm like, why? Let's. Like, this is really, you may come here and you may find all these other things for coaching, but truly, this is a day and age where we need extra income. It's so expensive to just live right now, right? Can we agree on that? So who could not use some extra income? Here's what I love about Beachbody. And listen, I don't know what other comp plans other businesses have, other companies have, but here's what I will tell you. I get to decide how much money I get to make. I get to decide if I want to give myself a bonus and if I want to put in some extra work to make that happen. How many jobs have you ever had where you get to dictate your increase in salary, or how many bonuses you get, or how many paid trips you get, all-inclusive trips? My husband and I, you guys are getting ready to go to Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. We've never been there, and this is a fully paid, all-inclusive resort trip, all because I did what I love anyway, which is help other women feel incredible, because I feel like every single one of you deserves to feel the way we feel. So let's talk about how we make income. This always gets a little bit tricky, I'm going to be really honest, because it can get really detailed and nitty gritty, and I don't want to cover that on this call. But what I will tell you is that there are essentially 4 streams of income that you make as a coach as you grow your business. So with all sales-based jobs, obviously your primary source of income, especially in the beginning, is going to be commission-based, right? If I help my girlfriend get started and I sell her the total solution pack, I will make a percentage of income off of that. Typically, it averages it around 25%, but it can vary. And so, of course, when I first started, all of my checks were commissions, right? They were all coming from me helping people get started on their health journey. And then if I help those people stay committed to their health journey, they continue as just customers, I'm going to continue to make a commission off of them each month when they reorder their supplements, okay? When their Beachbody On Demand renews, I'm gonna make a commission off of that. So lots of commission happening, obviously, but then we get into, okay, but what if I wanna build a team and I really wanna build a business with Beachbody? That's awesome. That starts to now open up another stream of income. And now you're bringing coaches in, and those coaches are now helping other women and men. I always just say women because I help like all women, but obviously we help men too, helping people get healthy. And so now all of their efforts are also creating a stream of income for me. So now I'm double dipping. I'm getting income off of my own efforts and helping people get going with their health journey. And I'm getting income off of my coaches' efforts in helping their people start their health journey. And we have quarterly bonuses. And this is where it gets really fun. And I can personally tell you it's really fun when you get this big chunk of money. I remember as a teacher, I used to literally like listen to people that were in the corporate world, because teachers obviously are not your corporate world. And I would hear about these like end of year bonuses and quarterly bonuses. And I was like, wow, what's that like to get a bonus, you know? So I'm here to tell you, it's pretty freaking cool. And so that's all depending on, of course, you have to meet certain stipulations to open up that stream of income, but you have the potential of making quite a bit of money. And again, you get to determine that based on your own efforts. And that is every single quarter that you can make that potential income. And then we have matching bonuses. So this is really fun because this is where now Beachbody is going to give you a certain percentage of all that your team does in their production to match what they do. So you are now looking at 4 streams of income. And I'm going to tell you, it's a really exciting day when you open up and look at your paycheck and you see that the majority of your paycheck is now on the efforts of everyone in your team and not just on you. And that, my friends, is what we call residual income. And that's a beautiful thing. It's something that you will pretty much never see in a 9-to-5 job, right? So this is the thing. Christina said it. You want to build $1 million business, you're going to work your business like it's $1 million business. If you want to make $1,000 a month, you're going to work at a level that's required to make $1,000 a month. And this is, to me, this is so cool because I never had that as a teacher. Once I capped out on the pay scale, that was it. I could work for 25 more years and never make a penny more because I reached the top. There's a ceiling. They cap you off and it's not even at 6 figures, which is so sad. And in Beachbody, I get to earn as much as I want. If I want to try to build a multi-million-dollar company, guess what? I get to build a multi-million-dollar company and Beachbody supports me in that. So that's really fun and exciting. And then we have why become a coach now. And so I honestly just want to answer this with why not? Like, what is it that you're waiting for? What is it that you are hoping changes or aligns or becomes the perfect time? Because I'm going to tell you, life is always going to throw curveballs your way. It's always going to present challenges to you. You're always going to feel like you're busy, right? Because we are busy, but it's all about where our priorities are now. So if this is something that you feel is tugging at you, because I know the tug, Christina knows the tug, right? We start to feel it. We're like, what is this happening? Now, Christina, her story is a little bit different than mine because she said, I kind of accidentally started coaching, right? But I guarantee you, if you talk more with her, she'll tell you the point at which she really felt the tug because we all feel it. So if you're sitting there thinking, man, I'm really sick and tired of doing the same thing day in and day out. I'm tired of feeling like I'm in this rat race, or I'm tired of wondering, when is there going to be more to life? When am I going to get out of survival mode and get into thrive mode? Then that is your tug. That means this is your time. And there is no right time to take a leap of faith and do something different. The right time is right now. So with that, I am going to close. I want to thank you guys again for being here. And I want to leave you with this quote that every time I read it, it just takes my breath away. Courage has a ripple effect. Every time we choose courage, we make everyone around us a little better and the world a little braver. And our world could stand to be a little kinder and braver. So we hope that you guys will be the next brave souls that decide to join our family. And yes, we call it our family. Let me stop sharing here. And all I can say to you is sit with this, listen to your heart. And if you feel a pull for this, absolutely listen to that pull. And if not, we totally are okay with that. We literally just want to share this opportunity with you and let you know that it is here. And if it is not right for you now, but it is right for you later, then that is the path you're following, and that is okay. And we will be here to welcome you with big open arms and an open heart. Christina, any last tidbits you want to add?
What if?
What if?
What if I wouldn't have talked to my girl Sarah? What if I didn't get that total solution pack?
Yeah.
Get my first set of results?
Yeah.
You know, that was 3 years ago. And now I'm like, I couldn't imagine my life if I hadn't. I have so many new friends.
Yeah.
I have an extra set of income. It's an actual business. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck? And I feel so fulfilled again,
Yeah.
So.
I agree. I was just thinking about this yesterday because I have a teenager in high school and then 2 middle schoolers, and it's getting kind of to that point where it's really busy, right? And we're running around and track here and this here. And I just kept thinking, this is crazy. Like, I would have never been able to handle this schedule and be present the way I am with one peeping in the door. If I had not done this, right? I remember being so stressed out if one of my kids called and was like, Mom, I'm so sick, I got to get picked up. And I'm like frantically scurrying to find who can pick up my child. And I never have to think about that anymore, you guys, at all. I literally can just drop what I'm doing. I'll be like, I'll be there in 7 minutes because that's how long it takes me to drive there. And I just think those are the kinds of things that you really can't put a price tag on, So with that, we are going to close. Christina, thank you so much for hosting with me. As always, it's awesome. And we can't wait to see you guys as part of our coaching family. All right, you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.